This is going to be their downfall. This is how we gonna get them to hold their sisters out. This is how we gonna get them to be able to kill one another. They don't see God in each other anymore because you done slid on my people, right? You done took one of my family members. So what I gotta do in return? What must I do now? Now I gotta come take somebody from you. And if I took somebody from you, now what is gonna make you do? Now it's gonna keep going until we all dead. What must we do to break that cycle, bro? Stop killing! It's that simple. But when you don't know who the Bible is,
Better option.
no, bro, it's so many better options.
Sit down, talk about it, whatever.
You are in the spirit, bro, and the spirit of the Lord is trying to deal with you. Bro, Hosea chapter 4, and I want you to tell me who this sounds like. Who does this remind you of? Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1.
Read.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
So who are the children of Israel that he's talking to? You remind me. He's talking to us, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He's talking to us and our people. Read.
For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
So if the Lord is saying I got controversy, what's another word for controversy? Beef.
Okay.
I'm in opposition with you. God is saying, bro, y'all my ops right now. The people who I love dearly, y'all ops to me. Why? You want to know why? He gonna tell you why.
Because there is no truth.
There is no truth, right? And the truth goes back to the laws of God. There is no truth, read.
Nor mercy.
We don't show no mercy to nobody that look anything like us. If a brother step on your shoes, and not you per se, what we've seen a lot of this, if a brother steps on another brother's shoes, is he like, nah, bro, it's cool, don't worry about it. I'll just sweep it off myself. Now, he ready to, man, nigga, you stepped on my kicks, you know what I'm saying? Now he ready to rough his brother up, probably even kill his brother. You understand? Because there is no mercy. Watch this.
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
Nor knowledge of God in the land. We're going to let them pass on by, man. We're going to let them pass on by because I want you to hear this. All praises, all praises. He said there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. The knowledge is going back to the laws again. But watch this.
By swearing and lying.
You know brothers that swear, bro, I swear to God, bro, I ain't do that. Bro, I swear to God, I ain't got that money phone. And he say what?
By swearing and lying.
Knowing damn well they be lying. Everybody that say, bro, my mama, bro, I ain't do that. You know they did. You know they did it, bro. Anytime you gotta put on my mama, on my daddy, on anything, on my hood, on my set, on this, that, and the third, be swearing and they lying. You understand? You know we some lying people, bro. It is what it is. Read.
And killing.
And what?
And killing.
Read.
And stealing. And committing adultery.
Read.
They break out.
They break out. If you ever had a breakout, experience a breakout, it starts at one spot and it spreads, right? Which is why drill music has spread across our communities. Read.
And blood toucheth blood.
And blood toucheth blood. You know what that's saying? Black on black crime. Black on black crime. Because you done slid on my people, right? You done took one of my family members. So what I gotta do in return? What must I do now? Now I gotta come take somebody from you. And if I took somebody from you, now what is gonna make you do? Now it's gonna keep going until we all dead. Genesis chapter 9 and verse 6. This is the reason why we are at the bottom of society, because we are not grasping what the Lord is trying to tell us. Stop killing each other. Read.
Genesis chapter 9 and verse 6.
Read.
Whoso sheddeth man's blood.
Whoever sheds a man's blood, meaning takes his life, read.
By man shall his blood be shed.
And it's a revolving door. So if you kill a man is coming to kill that man to kill that man. And the man that killed that man for killing that man, a man is coming to kill that man for killing that man for killing that. You understand what I'm saying? It's a never-ending cycle. So what must we do to break that cycle, bro?
Stop killing.
Stop killing! It's that simple. But when you don't know who the Bible,
better options.
Yo, bro, it's so many better options.
Sit down, talk about it, whatever.
You are in the spirit, bro, and the spirit of the Lord is trying to deal with you. You are absolutely right. It is called conflict resolution. You understand? And this is what we teach. This is what we show our people out of the Word of God. But because we don't understand the laws of God, is because now, all right, this is what it's going to cause me to do. I see a woman I like, I'm going to go lay down with her, unprotected, right? Give me Exodus chapter 20, unprotected. What is the consequence that can come from that? Huh? Baby mamas and baby daddies. Child support.
Okay.
Or STDs. You understand? It's because I'm going against the laws of God. If I kill a man, it breeds death. You understand?
So we basically curse ourselves.
Exactly. When you decide to go against God, now you bring the curses upon yourself. Well, I told you if you did that, this would be your consequence. And you did it. I told you. If I'm telling you don't touch the stove because it's hot, and you touch the stove because it's hot, and when it's hot, what's going to happen? You're going to get burned, right? That's your consequence. You ready to stop being crazy now? All right, come over here, let's fix it. You understand? That's what it's all about. And now you like, all right, yes, sir, I ain't going to do that no more. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, we have to come back to the laws of God. Watch this.
Right.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 13.
Yeah, that's it. Just give me one.
Thou shalt not kill.
Read.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Read.
Thou shalt not steal.
Read.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
So all of those laws, right? Those are some commandments. I want to show you another commandment, bro. Because let me ask you this. Do you go to church? You don't go to church. Did you go to church?
Yes.
What day did we go to church on?
Sunday.
What day are we supposed to go to church?
I don't know that.
You don't know that. And that is a commandment. You understand? So now that commandment is out of your mind. You don't know when you're supposed to go to church. So how do you know when you're supposed to be serving the Lord for real? You don't know. So now let us remove that and show you what you're actually supposed to be doing. Watch this.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Now, Charles, if I told you, hey, man, remember when you go home, wash your hands. Why am I telling you to remember? Because it's a possibility that you might what? You might forget.
Yeah.
If I say, hey, bro, tie your shoe. You know what I'm saying? You walk off, you done forgot to tie your shoe. Hey, remember, tie your shoe. Oh, yeah, right. So I don't fall. You understand? I'm giving you that reminder just in case you forget. He says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Read.
Verse 9. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So he said 6 days you labor, and the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord. What day is the seventh day? What's the first day of the week? Huh? They say Monday, but that is the first day of the work week. What is the very first day on a calendar? You got a phone? Take your phone, go to your calendar. I want you to look at it. Take your phone, go to your calendar. What's the first day that you see on there? When you pull up the days, what's the first day that you see? And I want you to read that verse again while he pull it up.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 9.
Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
You got to pull it up? All right, so what you see as that first day?
Sunday.
What day?
Sunday.
Sunday. So let's walk it down, bro. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday makes 6. Saturday makes 7. Read that again.
But the seventh day
The seventh day, read.
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant.
So guess what? Today is the Lord's Sabbath day. You understand? Today is the Lord's holy day. So you're not supposed to do any work on the Lord's Sabbath day. You're not supposed to cook on the Lord's Sabbath day. You're not supposed to buy or sell on the Lord's Sabbath day, because it is a holy day. The world tell you that's when the most sales go on. It's all about design, to keep you in sin. You understand? Because here is something that the nations understand. Hold your finger where you are. I want you to go to Judith chapter 5. Here is something that the nations understand. Bro, let me ask you a question, Charles. Because when you look at even the sports world, right? Sports, music, anything. Who dominates those fields? Who is the best basketball player of all time? Greatest basketball player of all time? Michael Jordan. All right. Who else do they say? Who else do they put in that debate? Who else do they put in the debate? And who else are they saying now? Recently, they saying Curry now. Yeah. Who's the greatest football player of all time?
Not a football player.
Okay, cool. But who do they say are some of the greatest players? Randy Moss. All time, bro. Like, listen, one of the greatest wide receivers to ever touch the football field. One of the best quarterbacks to ever touch a field. They say it's Michael Vick. Right? Who's the greatest boxer of all time? Mike Tyson. Okay, that's good. Most people say Muhammad Ali, right? But did you notice how you didn't mention any white names? You didn't say Larry Bird was the greatest of all time. You didn't say Tyson Fury was the best boxer of all time. You understand? Everything that we do it better than anybody on the face of the earth. So how is it that the strongest, smartest, fastest people on the face of the planet, how are we taken into slavery? By puny little white dudes that can't do nothing with us, bro. How are we taken into slavery? How did they come and get us and put all of us on boats and bring us to this side of the earth? How is it that they oppressed us for over 400 years and still counting today? How is it, bro, that they still have the power over us? It's because they understood this one thing. Read.
Judah, chapter 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people,
if there is any error or sin, in this people, read.
And they sin against their God.
And they sin against their God. These are the other nations talking about us, right? Because they told you in church that God was coming to save everybody. That's a lie. Read.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
This is going to be their downfall. This is how we going to get them to hold their sisters out. This is how we going to get them to be able to kill one another. They don't see God in each other anymore. This is going to be their downfall. So what is sin? What is sin? What is the error of our people? What is sin? Do you know? It's doing bad. That's what we say. But doing bad what? Like if I don't hold the door before an old lady, is that bad? Is that sin? Well, I understand why you say that, right? Because it should be respected, right? So I'm not speaking in terms of respect, but I'm saying that to you that's a bad thing, but is it sin in the eyes of God? What is sin in God's eyes?
Taking the old lady purse.
Okay, because what is that considered? It's considered what? Stealing.
Yeah.
Right? So you're right. You're absolutely right. But we're going to show you what it says. And I want you to keep in mind, we're talking about sin. All right? The error. This is how they conquered our people. Watch this.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
Hey.
Whosoever committeth sin.
Whosoever commits sin, read.
Transgressive also the law.
You transgress the law. Right? Because why?
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Because sin is the transgression of the law. So let me explain, right? You see this red light down here, right? If you ran the red light, what did you just do? If you run a red light, what did you just break?
A law?
You just broke the law. You just transgressed the law. And if a police officer see you, what's going to happen?
You're going to get pulled
You finna get pulled over. You finna get a ticket. Yo, did you not see that it was a stop sign right there? Did you not see that it was a red light right there? You just ran straight past it? Yeah, no, I gotta give you a ticket. That is the punishment for it, right? So the same thing with God's laws. When you break the laws, you get punished for it. You understand? So these are our punishments. When you look at our communities, punishment. You understand? Punishment. When you see single parent households, punishment. When you see high STD rates, punishment. When you see high blood pressure, gout, cancer, AIDS, punishment. You understand? This is what our people is going through because we broke God's law.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.